Hello everyone, my name is Maciej Krzysica, and today on this short talk I would like to give you 5 tips to help you communicate with the client, with the business managers, so the business world in general. A very short info about me. I work as a team leader at a very nice company called JLabs here in Krakow. If you want to reach me, you can do this on LinkedIn. And very short reminder, but I guess you all know the drill. We use Slido for the questions at the end. Now, 5 tips. I chose number 5 because we can use our hands to remember them. So we will be using our hands today. And the reason why I want to give you these tips is I think that some of the problems we encounter on our everyday work can be avoided. Let's look at some examples. For example, when you try to add some code refactoring to the sprint, someone says that you cannot do it because it has no business value. It will not bring any money to the company. Another example might be this one, is when you are trying to change the list order and someone says that this is very simple. You can do this in one day. It's like running joke when you just move something 1 pixel to the left or to the right, and it should be very simple, but it's often isn't, because sometimes doesn't understand the complexity that's beneath the stuff you are doing. Another example maybe is when someone gives you ready solutions. So yeah, please, this is the solution to our problem, just implement it. We are giving you the ready answer to our problems. And especially looking at this example, I think that the first tip I can give you, so our first finger, is to find the goal. To find the goal, you should ask why. Why someone is asking you to do something. Why you should implement something like this and not the other, not another way. And maybe you can try to find another solution. You can think together about something that will be more suitable for the job. After all, you are developers. You should know the system. And in some cases, the other solution might be better. So try to find common goals, because if the client is giving you the answer, then very often their needs are hidden somewhere beneath. Now let's move to the ancient Greece. Maybe someone knows this guy. This handsome man is Aristotle. He was an ancient philosopher. He lived in Greece in 4th century BC. He dealt with many things, not only philosophy. He dealt with many branches of science at his time. And he came up with something we call 3 tools of persuasion. You can call them 3 rhetorical appeals. The rhetoric is an art of persuading someone. So I like to refer to them as tools of persuasion. And the first tool of persuasion we'll have is called ethos. And ethos is all about you as an experienced developer. It's all about your confidence and your reputation. So you are saying something like, based on my knowledge, based on my experience, I work in this company, I work as a software developer for like 5-10 years. I have encountered similar thing, and I think that we should do this, or we should implement something like this, or we should use this library. So it is all about credibility of someone. The second finger for our 3 tools of persuasion is called pathos. And pathos is all about emotions. I know that we are software developers. We tend to stick to the machine, to the programming, to the code. We do not deal with emotions in our work, in our everyday life, on our work, but the emotions can be very helpful. You can use them to persuade someone using things like, for example, joy or fear or even greed. You can create some stories. You can use storytelling, trying to persuade someone, and they are very powerful. And last but not least, our third rhetorical appeal is called logos. And I think Logos will be one of your favorite because Logos is all about data. It's all about facts, is appealing to the reason of the speaker, of the client, of the business manager, and you are using figures, diagrams, case studies, tables, and so on to create to show your reason, your line of reasoning. So yeah, I think most of you might have used that, for example, when you're preparing metrics or you are gathering data. Now let's see at our examples. So in case when someone says to you that you cannot add this code to the sprint because it has no business value, you can use one of the 3 tools of persuasion and say something like this, that bringing the refactoring of this code, bringing these changes, will reduce the risk of the errors on the production. So you are appealing to, I guess you probably know, to the emotions, so to the pathos. Another example, if someone says that we cannot introduce these changes, they have no business value, you can use Logos. You can prepare some metrics and say that here are the metrics, the reduction of the server load thanks to these changes. So you are showing the hard data, and it's very hard to discuss with data. Now, some of you, when I'm talking about these 3 tools of persuasion, may think, I know these things. I have seen them. I have seen them in the commercials, in the public speakers, or some leaders or politicians. And it's true, they are very common, like I said, in the commercials, when someone dressed up as a dentist says to you about losing your health, using your teeth, and that 9 out of 10 dentists are using this toothpaste and you should use it also. So here are all 3 tools of persuasion. He's dressed up as a dentist, so he's using ethos, he's appealing to your emotions, and he's showing you hard data. And it's true, these 3 tools of persuasion can be used to manipulate, but it doesn't have to be this way. The rhetorical appeals don't have to be used to manipulate. You can use them to show your line of reasoning, trying to persuade someone, because you are an experienced developer, you know what's good for the system, you know what should work better, and you are trying to find the best solution for the problem. Now, moving to the last finger here, is write that down. I know that might sound obvious, but I think that many problems could be avoided if we would remember after our meeting summaries, after our arrangements with the clients, or meetings with the clients, or when we are discussing business requirements during some Scrum meetings, if most of the important things were at least written in the form of an email, in the form of a note, or just written in Jira tasks, for example, we could avoid many mistakes. So you are avoiding situation where after a few weeks, after a few months, when nobody remembers what was in the meeting, you have disagreement with the client that these requirements were not discussed, or you forgot to write something very important. So I think it's also important thing. That's why it will be our last finger. And to conclude, I would give you another view of our hand. Please focus on the goals, because they are the clients are sometimes giving you already solution, and their need might be different. You can together try to find something better. You can use 3 tools of persuasion when you are trying to persuade someone on the business side. And remember to writing things down for the future. I have encountered situations where after a few months nobody remembered what was on the meeting. And since this is a lightning talk, I think we are in a movie theater. I will end this with this image. Thank you very much, and I think we can move to the questions right now.